Hello Yogi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Lamike and today we have a 10 minutes yoga session for energy. If you're new to the channel, thank you for clicking on my video. Kindly subscribe if you like this content. A way to encourage free yoga online. We're going to start at the top of the mat. Meet me at the top of your mat and we're going to start in mountain pose. So bring your feet together, big toes touch, and you can have a little bit of space between the back of your feet. Tuck in your belly button and just lift your chest. Imagine a current of energy pulling you from the bottom all the way up. Let your hands shine forward and take a couple of breaths to start the practice. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. We're going to take 3 breaths to start our practice. Very good. Open your eyes and you can bring your hands in front of your chest in prayer position, Anjali Mudra. I welcome you to set an intention for your practice. So your intention may be just to have a lot of energy to be present, to have more energy to start your day, and to be kinder to yourself. So whatever feels good to you, set it as an intention. It could be a word or a statement. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out through the mouth to seal your intention. Excellent. The next inhale, lift your hand all the way to the sky, pull up, and exhale, bend your knees, fold to the front, come in a forward fold. Next inhale, come to a flat back, lift your skull halfway, exhale, lean back in a forward fold, and step the right leg to the back, left leg to the back, come in a plank pose. A little bit of yoga can go a long way to activate our body, to change our minds, and to just improve our mental and physical state. Inhale here, exhale, bring your knees, your chest, and your chin to the ground. Inhale, lift up, come to cobra, and exhale, find your way to downward dog. This is our first downward dog, so in the morning you can be a little tight on your hamstrings. Bend your knees generously as much as you may need. Take up space. And then step your right leg back to the front and the left leg back to the front. Inhale, lift all the way up. And exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a couple of breaths here. Next inhale, lift your hands up, bend your knees, come to a chair pose. Look down on the mat and make sure you can see your toes through over your knees. Bend your glutes again, lift your chest, and then bring your weight to your left leg. Step the right leg to the back and come to a high lunge. Inhale. Exhale, bring your right hand to the mat. Lift the left hand up to the sky. Look up to your left. And you may feel a stretch along your left glutes. Bring your left hand to the mat and step the right toes back to the front. Come in a chair pose. Lift your hands. And with your exhale, straighten your legs. Bring your hands back to your sides. 2 breaths here. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the nose. One more time. Next inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, sit down in a chair pose. Adjust your chair pose, belly button tucked in, glutes towards the mat. Look on your toes, look forward, straight back. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, bring your weight to your right leg and step the left leg to the back. Come to a right low lunge. Bend the front knee. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Next inhale, bring your left hand to the floor. Close your hands to your left leg, right leg, and pull and look up to the right if you can. Bring your right hand back to the mat and step the left leg back to the front. Come to a chair pose. Inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, straighten your legs and bring your hands down. Bring your hands to heart center. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you feel your body feeling activated already. Maybe you're feeling some warmth in your body. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Next inhale, lift your hands. Exhale, fold forward. Make a left step to the back, right step to the back, come in a forward fold. Inhale, lower to plank. And then shift your weight to your left side. Bring your left foot on the ground. Bring your right leg close to your left leg and lift your right hand up to a side plank. You can stay in a side plank or you can bring your left knee on the ground to this modified variation. So find what feels good for you in the side plank and do the variation that feels better for you, either with your knee on the ground or both knees lifted. Inhale, 3, 2, 1. Bring your right hand back to the mat and flip to a plank. Exhale, bring your knees, your chest, and your chin to the ground. Your elbows are close to your upper body. Bring your back of your feet to the ground and lift in a cobra. Exhale, plant your toes and find your way back to downward dog. Take a couple of breaths here. On the next inhale, step the left leg back to the front and the right leg to the front. Come in a forward fold. Inhale, lift your hands all the way to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Next inhale, lift back your hands to the sky. Exhale, fold to the ground. Make a right step to the back and a left step to the back. Come into a plank position. And from here, bring your weight to the right side of your body. Bring your right foot on the mat. And your left hand lifts from the mat all the way up. And you can take a side plank variation here too. Either bring your right knee to the mat or both knees lifted. We're holding for 3, 2, 1. Bring your left hand back to the mat and come into a plank. Inhale here. Exhale, bring your knees, your chest, and your chin to the mat. Plant your toes, lift your toes, tucked in the mat, and then inhale, come to a Sphinx pose. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders and just open your chest. Here in the Sphinx pose, with the back bend. Inhale, exhale, and then bring back your hands under your elbow. Bring your upper body back to the mat. Tuck your toes and push all the way up to downward dog. And we're going to stay here in the downward dog and do some hip openers. So plant your left leg on the mat, lift your right leg all the way to the sky. Inhale, exhale, bring your right knee near your right hand and bring your foot on the mat. And we go into pigeon pose. So your left knee comes to the mat and you can make some space with your right foot and bring your hips towards the mat. Inhale through the nose, in and out. And if this is too intensive for you, you can put a pillow or a book below your right hip crease. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Next inhale, plant your left toes back to the mat and lift your right leg all the way back to three-legged dog and bring your left foot back on the mat. We'll do the other side. So plant your right feet on the mat. Inhale, lift your left leg all the way to the sky, three-legged dog. With your exhale, bring your left knee to your left hand and bring your right leg on the mat. Come to pigeon pose on the left side. And you can bring a pillow or a book between your left hip and the mat. Push all the way up, open your chest, let your hips flush towards the mat. Inhale, exhale. The next inhale, plant your hands back to the mat, plant your toes, and lift your left leg all the way to 3 like a dog, and back to the mat. Downward dog. Inhale through the nose, in and out. Step your right leg back to the front, your left leg back to the front, and open your legs as wide as your mat. Your toes show pointing left and right. And with the next exhale, just bring your glutes down towards the mat in a yogi squat. Open your knees push your knees with your elbows left and right. If your feet are on the ground, this may be challenging for you depending on how open your hips are. So just go as far as you possibly can. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Almost there. Taking deep breaths and just relax in this hip opener. The next inhale, lift your hands and just come to a comfortable seat on your mat. Bring your hands back to your knees. Your feet are on the mat. Open your chest, lift your chest like in the staff pose. And then you can lean a little bit to the back. Grab your knees. Under your knees, place your hands under your knees. And if you want, you can stay here. It's already a boat pose variation. If you want to go further, lift your left leg from the mat. Lift your right leg from the mat. I welcome you to stay here too. And if you want to go further, you can release your left hand and your right hand and let your palms face upwards. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Hold. And keep on breathing for 3, 2, 1. Bring your hands back to your knees. Bring your feet on the ground. Open your knees left and right and just let your body round to the front. This is like a reverse position from this back bend. Hold here for 3 breaths. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. With the next inhale, crawl back up, straighten your feet, stretch your feet all the way to the ground, straighten your legs, and bring your back to the mat. And we're going to end the course today in Shavasana. So take up as much space as you need in Shavasana. Remember the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. Your body is energized. We've twisted the body, we've stretched. We've opened our hips, and now we're having a much deserved relaxation at the end of our practice. So take the time to relax in Shavasana. You can stay here as long as you may need. And let's seal our practice with a deep breath through the nose in and through the mouth out. The light and love in me recognizes the light and love in you. Namaste. Thank you very much for practicing with me.